Okay, I would like to call to order the Committee of the Whole for Tuesday, September 24th, 2019. Let the record show that all aldermen are present. So, just bear with me, got a short, quick little snippet. We had our first citywide cleanup event this past weekend. Luckily, the weather worked out and agreed with us, and so got a short little presentation on that. So I'll start off by saying, initially I was a little concerned upon arriving at 8:45. I had about 4 dozen of Reed's Finest Donuts, and I pulled in the parking lot and only see Mayor Aiello and Alderman Witte there. And I thought, wow, this is going to be a very short cleanup, and we're going to eat a lot of donuts. But by 9 o'clock, the volunteers really started to trickle in. By 9 o'clock, we had about 30 volunteers. And after everyone dispersed, we had about somewhere between 40 and 50. The CARES organization showed up. They brought about 12 to 15 people. And just a really, thank you, Mayor. They had a really great turnout, and CARES actually ended up winning the most bags picked up of trash. So I would like to thank Mayor Aiello, City Attorney Nick DeSerbo, and Alderman Smith, Dougherty, and Witte for all your help and participation in this event. Each of them took different groups and hit different parts of the city. So Nate, of course, wanted the West End, and Bill went uptown, Linda took the East End, and Nick took a group and went towards the south end of town. We had, as I stated before, participation from CARES, and Bottom Response, JCC sent a group, the Chamber of Commerce, OBD, Young Professionals, and we even had some previous aldermen who came and helped us out in this great event. The weather worked out. It was a really good first go, and I hope it's something that the city can continue doing going forward. Special thanks to Beekner Waste Services for providing an on-site garbage truck as well. Thanks to all those who participated, donated their time and resources. I want to give a shout out to Witte W. Smith, as well as Union Sales. They provided garbage bags for our event. The African American Center provided water, and just, it's really incredible, you know, as the saying goes, that many hands make light work. I didn't think that about 40 people could hit the entire city in that time frame, but we did. In about 3 hours, so it was a very, very positive result. And I'll tell you, we did come across some interesting things during those 3 hours. In fact, Alderman Witte brought a bullet. She found a bullet that had been fired, and so we're going to turn that over to the police department to run forensics. I don't think so, but that was something interesting. But in reality, the most disappointing thing, as I stayed at War Vets, kind of coordinating the volunteers' efforts, I focused on the sidewalk and the parking lot, as well as War Vets Park, and I spent the better part of 3 hours picking up a couple hundred cigarette butts and tobacco chew packets. Pretty disgusting and pretty disappointing too. You know, we put a lot of time and money, and we're trying to revitalize these parks. Next weekend's a great example of that. And, you know, we really need to try to put our parks and keep them clean and put them on the forefront. That's why I think it's time that the council stops pussyfooting around on this issue. I know it's something we've talked about a number of times before, at least 3 or 4 times since I've been on the council. A couple of months ago we talked about it. I think we just need to move forward and eliminate smoking tobacco products in our parks. So I'm drafting a PL to bring forward to the committee next week. I think that's where we really need to move, because enforcement isn't an issue. You know, it takes a quarter of a second to flick a cigarette butt. You know, but if you eliminate smoking in parks, most other municipalities have done this, and you know, it's a lot easier to catch someone smoking in a park. And this isn't, you know, I know sometimes people think that anytime you make something illegal, it's a money grab. I would be fine having it be a fine of an hour community service picking up cigarette butts in our parks. You know, I think our children deserve it. I think our residents deserve better. So I'm hoping that the council is ready to support this initiative already. We've talked about it enough. Let's put it forward and do our part. So again, great thanks to all those involved and the volunteers who showed up. And special thanks to Lila Irve and the Olean cleanup volunteers. You know, they're uptown working all the time on this stuff, week after week. So, you know, they deserve a world of credit too. So, hopefully we can maybe shoot for Earth Day. I think that was talked about, maybe hitting the parks on Earth Day. But hopefully this is something that we can continue doing going forward. Okay.
Actually, I just want to say, Crawford, that smoking is on the next public safety committee, and I have the documents you were looking for, so we should be good for that.
Documents on smoking?
Yeah, you asked us to look into all the municipalities that have a smoking ban now.
Okay.
So that would be good for
Good.
That'll help you,
Good deal. Okay. Next we have PL 67-19 by Mayor Aiello to award the Washington Street and North 4th Street Waterline Replacement Project.
Nick? We talked about this in committee. We're comfortable that they've satisfied the requirements under the local law to award the bid, and we're ready to go ahead today and award the bid if you guys so decide.
All right. This has been discussed a number of times. Any comments or questions on this before we move forward? Alderman Witte.
Oh, thank you. We were sent an email. I wasn't here in 2015, so I didn't realize we updated there was a resolution to change the way we do bidding. And I think I read it again, and I thought, you know, I just see this as sort of making the city closed off to other people coming in and bidding. If we make it to where local contractors, say, in Olean or the county, can go up to $50,000 over the lowest bid and be awarded, I just think we're handicapping ourselves. The whole purpose of sending out bids is to get the lowest responsible bid. And when I read the email, basically we're paying $35,000 more for this project because it was awarded to a local contractor. And that money falls back on our taxpayers. And I think going forward, that's going to happen time and time again. So I totally support this project. I think Washington Street, the folks that live there, have put up with this street for far too long. This should have been done a long time ago. It's not only a safety issue, but the street is terrible. I can support this, but I just think in the near future, we need to look at that, because I just think that we're kind of, I don't want to say rigging the system, but we have kind of a closed door bidding system. That's the way I read that PO. I might be reading it wrong, or I might be interpreting it wrong, but that's the way I read it, and I just think we're handicapping ourselves going forward. And maybe that's the reason we only got one bid for the farmer's market. So that's just my opinion, and reading through, that's what I took from it, but I will support this PO. Thank you.
Any other comments or questions? Okay. Seeing nothing, I'll make a motion. Could I get a second, please? Second by Alderman Witte. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Make a motion to adjourn. Could I get a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman George. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we are adjourned. All right, rolling over into, I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Olean Common Council for Tuesday, September 24th, 2019. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Witte.
Here.
Alderman Andreano.
Here.
Alderman Gonzalez.
Here.
Alderman Dougherty.
Here.
Alderman Smith.
Here.
Alderman George.
Here.
And Alderman Crawford.
Here, please rise for the invocation.
Merciful God, thank you for watching over us. unexpected ways through people you send into our lives. Teach us to ask, whom is God calling for me to help today? Help us to appreciate the people in our community that help us all of your people in unselfish ways. Bless them with your goodness. In your name, we ask.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Where did the back? You weren't here. Reading, correcting, and approval of the minutes of the previous regular meeting.
The regular meeting of the Olean Common Council was held on Tuesday, September 10th, 2019 at 6:45 p.m. Present: Alderman Crawford, Alderman Witte, Alderman Adjournment, Alderman Gonzalez, Alderman Dougherty, Alderman Smith, and Alderman George.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the previous regular meeting. Could I get a second, please?
Second.
Second by Alderman Dougherty. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? On to committee reports and unfinished council business.
We have none.
Communications from the mayor.
A couple. Back during the summer months, we've had the Federico Brothers Construction that helped us out and donated the time to fix the pavilion at Florence Park. So we want to give thank you to them for giving us their time and efforts in repairing that gazebo. I'm sorry, pavilion over there. And then secondly, I guess John, I'd like to thank you and the rest of the aldermen who participated in the cleanup of the city of Olean. I'm not sure how many bags of garbage we got, but I know you made reference to the cigarette butts, and that's what my wife and I spent a lot of time on Union Street, mainly picking up cigarette butts. And I think we have to, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to move to do some regulating that also along our thoroughfares. It's a habit. It's been something that's been accepted. People just throw their cigarette butts out, and I don't know how to put a stop to it, but I think we're going to have to give it a good try to eliminate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Miscellaneous communications.
Liquor license change. Olean Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 616-1315 East State Street, Olean.
All right, city official reports.
Monthly report of the City Auditor, month ended August 2019. Quarterly report of the City Auditor, 3 months ended August 31st, 2019.
Proposed legislation and referrals.
PL 72-19 by Alderman Smith, referred to regular meeting Tuesday, October 8th, 2019 for resolution by Council President. PL 73-19 by Mayor Aiello, referred to regular meeting Tuesday, October 8th, 2019 for resolution by Council President. PL 74-19 by Alderman Dougherty, referred to regular meeting Tuesday, October 8th, 2019 for resolution by Council President.
All right, so moving forward, we're going to have a public comment. Before public comment, I'd like to offer an opportunity to any of the council members to state a comment at this time. Alderman Witte.
Thank you, John. I just want to thank Bill and John for organizing the cleanup. We had our granddaughter with me, and she just kept saying, why are they so messy? And I just wish people would take 2 minutes and just not throw things out their car window, I'm sorry. And again, the cigarette butts, I had mentioned to John, we found a dead fish and a bullet, but the thing that we just kept finding was cigarette butts everywhere. And, you can see them across the street because they're white, the filter part. And, animals, they eat them, the dogs, cats, even little kids will put them in their mouths, and it's, it's a health issue. So I think it's imperative for us as a city to move forward on that. And I appreciate Bill's comments and Kelly's and John's on that. I think we really need to move ahead on it. But thank you.
Anyone else? Seeing none, will the clerk please?
Can I make a comment,
Yeah,
John?
of course. Alderman Smith.
Short comment. This past summer, we had Ryan Rockefeller from the DEC come in and talk about deer mitigation. It's kind of fallen off the radar, but I'm hoping we can kind of pick it back up and move forward. We do have an overpopulation of deer in the city. There is a process to eliminate them. It's a safety issue and it's also a quality of life issue. So Ryan did forward us a bunch of paperwork that we'd have to fill out. I just would encourage the city. This isn't something I don't think the legislative branch can do. I think the executive branch is going to have to move on this. I just think it's important, and if we just plug on it, we can move forward with it. But too many deer.
That's a great point, Nate. Actually, I was driving with my daughter back from down Constitution last night, and a deer was jumping over as we the guardrail from the bike path as we were crossing. And that was the first thought. That, and the second thought was I just signed up for the bow course, so to try to get my family more into hunting, and just it is a big deal, and I appreciate you bringing it to our attention originally. So thanks, Nate.
Okay. Anything else? All right. Seeing nothing, will the clerk please read the public comment statement?
The public comment portion of the Olean Common Council regular meeting is established to provide members of the community with the opportunity to publicly state their views, voice their concerns, or to provide input pertaining to any issue affecting city government. Additionally, the mayor, common council members, and city department heads encourage any person with questions to contact them at their offices.
All right. At this time, I'll open public comment. Please approach the podium, state your name and address, and you'll have up to 5 minutes. Anyone? Anyone? Anyone at all? Okay, at this time, I will call the public comment closed. On to finance and bills.
The auditor has processed bills and claims against the city of Olean as per list submitted to each alderman and recommends payment thereof. Whereas the auditor has presented to the common council bills and claims against the city of Olean totaling $936,400.39 for the budget and recommends payment thereof. Now, therefore, be resolved that the same be and are hereby audited and allowed, and the auditor is hereby authorized and directed to draw warrants for the payment thereof at the amount set opposite each respective claim.
Okay, we reviewed finance and bills in committees. Any comments or questions on these? Okay. Could I get a sponsor?
I'll sponsor.
Sponsored by Alderman Dougherty. Seconded by Alderman Witte. Okay. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Witte?
Yes.
Alderman Adjournment?
Yes.
Alderman Gonzalez?
Yes, that would be me, yes.
Alderman Dougherty?
Yes.
Alderman Smith?
Yes.
Alderman George?
Yes.
And Alderman Crawford.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Okay. At this time, I'm going to make a motion to suspend the rules. Could I get a second, please?
So seconded.
Seconded by Alderman Dougherty. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I'll make a motion to add resolution 00-19. Could I get a second, please?
Second.
Seconded by Alderman George. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion's carried.
Local Law 01-2019, PL 66-19 by Alderman Smith, seconded by Alderman Witte. A local law granting partial exemption of real property taxation to certain senior citizens.
All right, so this has been discussed. This is, my understanding, kind of cleaning up a clerical issue with the state. This has been passed with the county, and this is something that the city has currently been following for quite some time. Any comments or questions before moving forward on this?
Sure. I'd just like to say the history of this is we passed it before the county October 23rd, 2007, and we've been following it. The county just passed it in June, and upon their passing an audit from that, we never submitted to the state, even though we've been following it since then. So therefore, we're just kind of bringing this forward. The other thing I want to say is I think everyone that falls under this income bracket should take a closer look at their unreimbursed medical expenses. Most senior citizens under Medicare who can't afford or don't have a supplemental policy, those unreimbursed medical expenses for doctor visits in the ER and hospital indefinitely climb, as well as most people hopefully have a supplemental drug policy, but even with those supplemental drug policies, most medications can cost upwards of $300 to $500 monthly. I know this when taking care of my father. So therefore, I think if you fall in any of these income brackets, it would behoove you to contact Greg Kyoto with the city and see what unreimbursed medical expenses can be deducted towards your car.
Okay, anyone else? Yeah, Alderman Witte.
I agree with Kelly. I think the sad thing is, I think the guidelines of the income is still, there's so many people that just fall short of this that could really benefit from it. It's been in our law since 2007, I do believe. So it's nothing new, but I just think the income guidelines, you know, that would probably have to be a state thing. We should really encourage them to change.
Okay, anyone else? Okay, seeing nothing, will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Witte. Alderman Adjournment.
Yes.
Alderman Gonzalez.
Yes.
Alderman Dougherty.
Certainly.
Alderman Smith.
Yes.
Alderman George.
Yes.
And Alderman Crawford.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Resolution 70-19, PL 67-19 by Alderman Crawford, seconded by Alderman Witte, to award the Washington Street and North 4th Street Waterline Replacement Project.
Okay, this again, we talked in committee of the whole. Any comments or questions on this? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Witte.
Yes.
Alderman Adjournment.
Yes.
Alderman Gonzalez.
Yes.
Alderman Dougherty.
Yes.
Alderman Smith.
Yes.
Alderman George.
Yes.
And Alderman Crawford.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Resolution 00-19, PL 00-19, to authorize the mayor to sign and accept a body-worn camera policy and implementation program grant from the United States Department of Justice.
Okay. Before we dive into this, Mr. Mayor, would you like to?
Yes, we recently, as a matter of fact, yesterday received word that the grant that Chief Rowley has applied for the body cameras, we got the grant. So we want to get moving on this. So we're asking you tonight to approve that I sign the grant and we get this going.
So
I know we budgeted, I believe it's $37,000. There is a match with this grant, so that'll assist us in matching that. It will help us in the long run on our total cost.
okay. Great.
Chief, do you have anything else you want to do? add?
Well, the total amount of grants is $56,000 that we're going to receive. We would expect out of our pocket because the council had approved the 5-year expenditure of $103,000. So this is $56,000 we're going to get. Basically, we're fortunate to get it.
Okay. Wonderful. Congratulations, Chief, and great job by all involved in that. Any comments or questions on this?
I'd like to sponsor.
Okay. Sponsored by Alderman Dougherty. Can I get a second?
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Witte. All right. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Witte.
Yes.
Alderman Adjournment.
Yes.
Alderman Gonzalez. Alderman Dougherty.
Absolutely.
Alderman Smith.
Yes.
Alderman George. And Alderman Crawford.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Okay. Anything before we close?
And the city will be building King Street Park on Saturday, starting at 8 in the morning, ribbon cutting at 4. We have volunteers, we have lots of volunteers. Dunkin' Donuts is donating coffee in the morning. We have people that will be there to do crafts and kind of keep an eye on the kids where the parents are working. And we have a local restaurant that will be donating hot dogs and condiments and rolls for lunch for the volunteers. So
That's great.
we're supposed to have great weather, so everyone join us.
Wonderful. Okay. I'll make a motion to adjourn. Could I get a second? Second by Alderman Witte. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Okay, we're adjourned.